All right, so we're gonna do a little warm-up video on how we do heel. So I always like to start my day with heel with puppies. It really gets them focused in. It gets them to understand, hey, we're working. It's time to do the things I want you to do. She is a little crazy first thing in the morning. It's her breed. She's a very high energy breed, very independent breed. They're bred to go out and search for birds. They're going to be out there sniffing, searching, looking, hunting, all that sort of stuff. And that's what she wants to do. So she wants to be looking out and away. So we have to do what we can to keep her focused on us. So anytime she gets distracted, all I'm going to do is change directions. And if she's doing a good job and she's in the right position, I'm just going to mark and reward. Now, when I reward, I click. I can bring the food down to her. Let's say she's distracted though. I'm going to change directions before I feed her. So I can make her kind of chase the food a little bit, right? Again, if she's biting it, I'm going to kind of grab the leash, pull up until she lets go. Good. Very nice. So anytime she's in the heel position, I want to reward that. Now, I made a mistake right back there. If you stop and she sits, and you're going to start walking again, you want to make sure you tell her what you want her to do. So I can either say heel or free, free. Good girl. And if she comes with me, I'm going to mark free. Good. I can use heel, heel. Good. Okay. Something I like to have people think about when it comes to heel command is that heel just tells her, heel, where the food is going to be. So when I say heel, she's expecting the food to be right here. Okay? So when we're practicing heel, you can incorporate your sits a little bit. So all we're going to do when we're practicing our heel, if we want to start to add a little bit of sit, is we're just going to stop. I like to stop on my left foot, so I stop on my left foot. Good. Free. Give her a free. We're going to do that again. Keep her focused on the task at hand so she doesn't really want to bite the leash. I'm just going to stop. Good. So she's automatically sitting free, right? She's automatically giving us that sit, which is great, right? I know that when I stop, she is going to sit. Now, if you notice, I didn't say the word sit, but I want her to know the word sit, so I can use this as the opportunity to teach her the word sit. So, based on the fact that when I stop, I know she's going to sit, all I have to do is say the word sit right before she sits. So right when I stop, I'm going to say, sit. Good. Now, it was crooked, but I did say the word sit and she sat, right? I'm going to fix her, though. So I want to get her into that heel position. Very nice. Good girl. Heel. I'm going to try it again. Sit. Good. If you notice, you're free. Since the beginning of the session, she's a lot more kind of focused in. So I can do more repetitions of sit now. So I'm going to do a whole bunch of sit. Good. Free. Sit. Good. Free. Sit. Good. Free. Sit. Good. If she doesn't sit on her own, we're just going to pull up lightly. Free. Sit. Heel. Good. Free. So she was getting a little bit behind me, and I didn't really like that. So remember, when I say the heel command, I'm just telling her where the reward is going to be. The reward is going to be right next to my leg. So if she's standing next to my heel, which is what the word heel comes from, she's going to be able to get that reward. Free. Sit. Good. Free. Whoopee. So I dropped a piece of treat. She got distracted. I'm going to change directions. I'm going to say, guess what? We're moving too fast. You can't get stuff off the ground. There might be one little kibble on the ground, but I got a handful up here. So as best as you can, use that leash to prevent her from eating off the ground. Free. Sit. Good girl. Free. Sit. Good. Free. Sit. And again, if she doesn't sit on her own, I'm just going to pull up lightly until she sits. Now she's crooked. I'm not going to reward that. Sit. Good. Free. Now, I know you've seen me kind of scooch her into that heel position. I can try to explain it, how I do it. It looks super simple, but I promise you, you're probably going to struggle a little bit, and that's totally fine. Everyone kind of does. I'm going to kind of show you real close here. Sit. Good. So let's say she was crooked. I'm going to tap the leash this way and hold the treats a little bit that way. So I'm going to do it right here. There we go. As soon as she scoots over, good. I'm just going to reward, okay? Good girl. That takes a lot of practice, but she is very familiar with it, so I think she's going to be very helpful for you to learn. So if I scoot over, heel, I'm just tapping the leash to the right. I'm taking the food a little bit to the left, okay? Heel. Good. Whee! Puppy. Good girl. Excellent. And when she comes to me, I want her to come into that heel position. Free. Okay? So if I go, Mae, everything I'm doing is reinforcing that heel position, okay? Heel is going to be the hardest thing for her to learn. Good girl. She's doing very good with it, but she's got very short attention span. Heel. So she'll be able to do it for small moments as of now, but the more she practices, heel, the longer she'll be able to go. Puppy. Puppy, 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 puppy. Good girl. And again, I'm using that leash to prevent her from actually getting anything off the ground. All right, so if she looks down, I'm just going to kind of hold her head up so she can't quite get it. But as long as she's in that heel position, the leash should be nice and loose, right? And I'm just using the leash to prevent her from doing things she's not supposed to do. So again, treat to the outside, leash to the right, tap, 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 you're going to scoot right over, okay? And mark and reward. That's a behavior that's going to be super helpful. Heel. You can do circles, right? You can go like this. And you get to the point where you're going to spin like this. You're going to have some really flashy obedience with her. She has the ability to do really amazing things. But I can tell you at the early stages, she is going to be quite the handful, right? Good. She's a very high energy dog. She's got a lot of enthusiasm to do anything. The thing is, we just got to make sure we're always giving her something to do. Free, Mae. Heel. Good. Free, Mae. Heel. Again, I'm not going to let her jump on me. I'm not going to let her get stuff off the ground. Good. Free. And we're going to end it on that. Puppy. Good girl. And we're going to get her back into her kennel. I got to get her some water. Good girl. Free. Drink water. I like to personally put everything on command. Was she going to drink water anyway? Yeah, but just like with the sit, I knew she was going to do it. So therefore, I can tell her the command for the behavior. And ideally, she's going to start to associate the behavior with the command that I said just before it. All right?